What's going on, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video, and in this one we're going to be showcasing a support build, but at the same time you're still going to be able to do some decent damage so that you're not just out there running around, but you're actually putting in some work along with your teammates. So let's go ahead and take a look at this build. So as you can see, I got a lot of different pieces. We'll go over each and every piece. So one of the main things, especially when you're rogue and you go manhunt, obviously as a manhunt, everyone can see your every move. So you want to be able to see their every move as well. So if you don't have anyone with a pulse, definitely put you at a disadvantage. So I wanted to go ahead and put the Night Watcher on so that you could have your pulse up at all times for your team. And this one comes rolled with a 170 armor. Of course, you get the 100% scanner pulse haste, which allows you to have that pulse up at all times. 6% critical hit chance and a 6% crit chance mod. The one piece brand set bonus gives us plus 5% total armor. And then we have the tardigrade chest piece, something else that's going to help your teammates out. Comes with the max armor, 10% explosive resistance, a 49 armor regen, and a 12% critical hit damage mod. The talent ablative nano plating. Whenever you or any ally's armor breaks, they gain 80% in PvP, that is 40% of your armor as bonus armor for 10 seconds. Cooldown per ally is 45 seconds. And killing an enemy with your specialization weapon removes its cooldown for all allies. That does not pertain to PvP. So basically 40%, we have 1.9 million armor. So 40% is going to get you almost 800,000 armor back. Typically, if your team's not running an all yellow or all red build, most people have 1.3, 1.5 million armor, so they'll be getting half, if not a little more than half of their armor back. And of course, if they have breakable, they'll be getting their full armor back, because they'll be getting 50% from unbreakable and then 50% from tardigrade. So that's pretty decent. And then just to be a little more tanky, we have the perfect adrenaline rush. Whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, gain PvP is 12% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Cooldown is 5 seconds. Just to give you a little more tankiness, and this one comes rolled with 170 armor, 6% crit chance, 12% crit damage with a 12% crit damage mod. And the brand set bonus gives us plus 5% weapon damage, so giving us more damage for our guns. And then our contractor gloves, 170 armor, 8% damage to armor, and 12% critical hit damage. Then we have Fox's Prayer, 170 armor, 8% damage to target out of cover, 6% critical hit chance. And then I wanted to get one piece Badger Tough, because our shotgun is where we're going to be getting most of our damage with this build. And I went with the ammo dump. I figured you get an extra attribute that gives you plus 10% ammo capacity. You know, you can never go wrong with an extra attribute. So I went ahead and crafted one of these, and it comes with 170 armor, 10% ammo capacity, 6% crit chance, 12% crit damage, and the one brand set bonus gives us plus 10% shotgun damage. And the way that you get ammo dump is through the field research on Firewall, and it is the second reward. So you see the objectives that you have to do on the right side. So you do these objectives and it will unlock the ammo dump blueprint, and then you can just craft you one. So basically, with our guns, this is where we're going to be getting most of our damage. That's why I went with Insync. Hitting an enemy grants plus 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants plus 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. So how are we going to proc this? Well, let's take a look at our skills. We have the EMP Sticky Bomb, and this is gonna, using the EMP is gonna do something else for your teammates that I'll get into when I go over the specialization. So the EMP applies disrupt status effect on affected targets. Cooldown 27.3 seconds, duration 10.3 seconds. We have a 7.5 duration mod and a 6.6 damage mod. That's because I don't believe I have another mod for that. Yeah. So that is what it is. And then this is really what's going to be proccing it more often is our pulse. You can see that it gives the cooldown is 8.8 seconds. So in sync lasts for 5 seconds. This cooldown is only 8 seconds. So it's almost going to be up. Your in sync will almost be up at all times since you get your scanner pulse back so often. There'll be a little window in between when it's not proc, but usually, especially if you're just fighting one person, usually the fight's over within that 5 seconds anyway. And this has a 9.7 radius mod and a 5.8 skill haste mod. And our shotgun comes with 15% shotgun damage, 12% damage to armor, and 10% damage to target out of cover. And then our secondary weapon, we have the Eagle Bear. Now you can use whatever AR that you have if you don't have the Eagle Bear. This one comes with 15% assault rifle damage, 21% health damage, 10% headshot damage. Eagle Strike accuracy increases as you continuously fire up to 30%. Headshot kills grant the tenacity buff for 15 seconds. The strength of tenacity is increased by 1% for body shots and 5% for headshots. Tenacity 40 to 80% of damage taken is delayed until the buff expires. All of the total delayed damage is reduced for each enemy killed while the buff is active up to 100% with 3 kills. Now, what I found interesting, as you saw with the Adrenaline Rush and with the Tardigrade, whenever you go to PvP, then usually the buff comes down. Well, in this case, with the accuracy, it actually goes up, and it goes up a lot. So if you'll see, accuracy increases as you continuously fire up to 30%. Well, if we press to go for PvP, it goes up to 100% for PvP, which is really good, especially when you're shooting someone that brought out a shield and you're trying to hit those headshots. Getting up to 100% accuracy is definitely going to improve your ability to land those headshots when you're firing at someone with a shield out. So I thought that was pretty decent. Let's go ahead into the specialization and I'll show you a couple of more ways you're going to be helping your teammates. So I'm going with the Survivalist. 15% increase outgoing healing, 10% increase protection from elites. But another way you're going to be helping your teammates out is with the armor kit. Armor kits now repair over 5 seconds instead of instantly, but also applies to group members within 20 meters. So you can pop med kits, and your whole team, as long as they're within 20 meters of you, will get that med kit as well. And then you have the Mender Seeker Mine. We're not utilizing that. So this is where your EMP sticky comes in to helping your teammates, because group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. So when you EMP your enemy, then all of your group is getting an extra 10% damage, which more damage is always a good thing. Then we have plus 50% pulse resistance while in cover, gain 10% skill haste, and gain 5 ammo per second for your current weapon while performing a cover to cover in combat. So you're going to help your team get more damage. You're going to help your team with the med kits. You can pop med kits for your team. You're going to be giving them an unbreakable for your team. You're going to have your enemies pulse at all times so your team can see exactly where everybody is, which, like I said, really comes in handy when you're a rogue. You got some extra tankiness, and then on top of that, you got the weapon damage. You got all the extra damage you get from these 3 pieces with NSYNC on your shotgun. And let's go ahead and look at the stats for the guns, since I did not do that. We've got some pretty decent crit for your Eagle Bear. 50% crit chance, 120 crit damage, 85 headshot damage, 8% armor damage, 21% health damage. And then on the shotgun, we're sitting at 50% crit chance, 105 crit damage, 65 headshot damage, and 20% armor damage. While this is definitely a support build, you're still being able to hold your own. The reason I'm using the Eagle Bear is I love that 60 mag, puts that more sustained damage on them. But like I said, most of our damage is going to be coming from the shotgun with NSYNC. I have a little bit of gameplay with this build, but honestly, the beneficiary from this build is going to be your teammates. But normally all the gameplay footage that I show is when I'm showcasing a solo build, just so you can see, yes, you can get through the toughest content with this solo build. But since this is more of a team-oriented build, if I get more footage with this build and you guys really want me to put out gameplay footage using this build, I can do that if you want me to. It's definitely a lot of fun to use when you're in a 4-man team in the DZ. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the continued support that you guys are showing the brother. It does not go unnoticed. So, as always, my friends on YouTube, take it easy.